In today's session, we are going to focus on Fourier transform properties. That is the third part. The objective of today's session is to study and derive Fourier transform properties. The most important property that we will see today, that is the Parseval's theorem. So Parseval's theorem, just see, xt is the signal. The Fourier transform of the signal is represented by x of omega. In the equation of the energy, minus infinity to plus infinity, magnitude of xt square dt, that is equals to 1 over 2 pi integration minus infinity to plus infinity x of omega square, it is magnitude x of omega square d omega. So this actually is called as Parseval's theorem. So this is the energy represented in the time domain, and this will be the equation of the energy in the frequency domain. So we'll carry out the operations to derive this proof. Now just see the equation for xt, that is to get the original signal. So that is equals to 1 over 2 pi integration minus infinity to plus infinity x of omega e raised to j omega t d omega. Let it be equation number 2. So this is to get the original signal xt. X of omega is the Fourier transform, and this equation is going to find out xt for you. Then to the left hand side xt square is there. So in the equation 1, so we'll put the value of equation 2 in place of xt. So integration minus infinity to plus infinity x of t bracket square magnitude square dt is equals to 1 over 2 pi. Now I am putting this value of xt into this 1 over 2 pi integration minus infinity to plus infinity x of t, so original x of t, and in place of another x of t I am putting the equation number 2, that is minus infinity to plus infinity x of omega into e raised to j omega t, this equation, into d omega and dt. So this dt. Okay. So in place of 1 x of t we have put this value, and this is 1 x of t is written as it is. So that is equals to 1 over 2 pi integration. So I take this integration, just exchange of integration, or take this xw outside of the second integration, x of w integration minus infinity to plus infinity, take this x of t inside, x of t e raised to j omega t into dt. So this term into bracket d omega, right? So this term is nothing but it is the Fourier transform of, it is the Fourier transform, just e raised to minus j omega t, instead of that here e raised to j omega t, xt is there. So it is the Fourier transform that is represented as x of minus omega. So just see here, so this is x of minus omega. One more equation that we know, that is equals to 1 upon 2 pi, this integration minus infinity to plus infinity. So earlier x of omega and then x of minus omega into d omega. Okay. Since x of minus omega is equals to x star omega, so we can write this equation 1 upon 2 pi integration minus infinity to plus infinity x of omega into x star omega. So that is equals to 1 over 2 pi integration minus infinity to plus infinity magnitude of x of omega square into d omega. So left hand side is minus infinity to plus infinity x of t square into dt. So this equation is proved. So this is called as Parseval equation or Parseval relation. So x of omega square is the distribution of energy and in the frequency domain, and it is a function of omega. So distribution of energy as a function of omega is called as ESD, that is energy spectral density. Energy spectral density. It is representing the total energy of a signal xt. And this, let it be equation number 3. This equation is known as the Parseval theorem or Rayleigh theorem. This is the property of Fourier transform. So we can represent the energy in time domain with this equation, and in frequency domain just now we have derived. The next important property that we are going to see is the time reversal property. So this is time reversal. So what this property says, so xt is the signal, its Fourier transform is x of omega. Then what is the Fourier transform if we reverse the signal in the time domain? So that is x of minus t. So x of minus t is, if the signal is x of t, its Fourier transform is x of omega. When signal is made time reverse, that is x of minus t, its Fourier transform is x of minus omega. We will prove this, and to derive this property we take the help of earlier property, that is the scaling property we have already derived. So we know that Fourier transform of x of at is equals to 1 over magnitude of a into x of omega by a. Now just simple thing, put a is equals to minus 1. So Fourier transform of, now here x is equals to minus 1. So x of minus t, that is equals to, so minus 1, that is in place of a minus 1, but it is the magnitude. So 1 magnitude of 1, that is equals to 1. So this is 1. X of, so omega, a is equals to minus 1. So minus omega. So Fourier transform of x of minus t is equals to x of minus omega. This is called as time reversal property. The next property that we are going to undertake, that is the time integration. That is integration in time domain of xt. What is its effect in the frequency domain? So that is the time integration. So just see once again, xt is the signal, its Fourier transform is equals to x of omega. Then what is the Fourier transform of? That is the time integration, minus infinity to t, x of tau, d tau. So we have to find out the Fourier transform of this integration. That means when we integrate the signal in the time domain, so that is equals to 1 upon j omega x of omega. So this has to be proved. So just see here once again, we are again taking the help of the differentiation property already that we have seen. So let xt, that is the new signal, that is equals to d by dt of minus infinity to t x of tau d tau. So if suppose this is the signal actually, and we have to find out the Fourier transform of this signal. But as we are using the differentiation property, so I am just writing xt is equals to d by dt of this integration. Okay. Now apply Fourier transform to both sides. So xt, that is Fourier transform of x of t, is equals to Fourier transform of d by dt integration minus infinity to t x of tau d tau, like this. So I am taking d by dt of Fourier transform of minus infinity to t x tau d tau. Okay, d by dt of x of omega. So when you take the differentiation of this, so differentiation is going to be there, then definitely it is going to be multiplied by j omega. So Fourier transform of this is going to be multiplied by, as we are using d by dt, so that is j omega d by dt. So here j omega multiplied by Fourier transform of minus infinity to t x of t d tau, x of tau d tau. Now just see left hand side, this is the Fourier transform of x of t. So Fourier transform of x of t, that is equals to x of omega. So this j omega if shifted to this side, so this will be 1 upon j omega. This is equals to Fourier transform of minus infinity to t x tau d tau. Just see this equation. So left hand side and right hand side, so these are the same. So this is proved. So we can write the Fourier transform of integration of the signal xt in the time domain is equivalent to 1 upon j omega multiplied by its Fourier transform. This has been proved. So one more property that we are going to see, that is conjugate property. So actually this property is left to you to prove this property. What this property says, I am writing xt, if you take its Fourier transform, that is equals to x of omega. Then if you take the complex conjugate of this xt, so x star t, it is the complex conjugate of xt. If you take its Fourier transform, so this is equals to x star minus omega. So this is left to you. So this is all about the properties. Thank you.